Alright, this video we're going to go over the equal values method. And if you watched the last video called Systems of Equations, you got a good idea of what we're kind of up to. We're going to take an example here. I'm going to give you two equations, and they're both going to represent a line. So I'm going to give you, let's say, y equals 3x minus 4. This represents some line on a graph. And I'm also going to give you the rule y equals 2x plus 5. And this is also another line on a graph. And I want to know, where do these two lines intersect? Where do they cross? Where is the point of intersection? Where is the point of intersection? And so if I'm going to ask you where the point of intersection is, you could take the time to graph both lines and figure it out. And that's fine, but eventually some of these graphs get, kind of hard to do, and you want to find a faster way of solving. So here's your faster way. The equal values method says, if you're trying to find where this line and this line cross, why don't you set the two lines equal to each other, and you'll find out. So here we got a line that's 3x minus 4. So I'm going to write 3x minus 4. And we want to know, when does it cross 2x plus 5? Well, I'm going to set these two lines equal, put a line down the middle, and solve it like an equation that we're getting really good at doing. So it'll be fast from here. I'm going to add 4 over here, flip it over to a positive 4, and say 5 plus 4 is 9. I'm going to rewrite this as 2x plus 9, and I still have a 3x over on this side. I'm going to flip the 2x over so it turns into a negative. 3x minus 2x is 1x. So 1x equals 9. And I don't really need the number 1 here. That's just an x all by itself. So x equals 9 is my first answer. So if someone asks you where the graph crosses, you're going to say at x equals 9. And then they might respond, well, what about y? Usually when you find a point of intersection, you find the x comma y value. So we need to go over here and write solve for y. We want both variables. And solving for y is actually fairly easy. You go back to the start where you got the two equations, and you get to pick one. Pick whichever equation you like best. It really won't matter. They'll both give you the right answer. So you can pick the 3x rule or the 2x rule. How about the 2x? Y equals 2x plus 5. We've already figured out the answer for x. Remember, it was 9. So I'm going to circle this x. And why don't we put the answer in there? We got 9. So instead of 2x, I'll do 2 times 9 plus 5. And that's what y is going to equal. And now we'll do the math. 2 times 9, I can do that. That's 18. So I have 18 plus 5. And 18 plus 5, if I add that together, is 23. So y equals 23. So if you had to solve for x and y, here they are, 9 and 23. You got your answers. If you want to make your answer just a little bit better, you're going to write it like a point. You're going to say 9 comma 23. This is where on the graph, if you went 9 over 23 up and put a dot, that's exactly the point where those two lines are crossing. So 9, 23 is our answer.